Namaste, Hare Krishna. Chapter 2, Text 25. Avyakto acintyo avikāryo ucyate tasmāt evam viditvainaṁ nānuśocitum arhasi. Avyaktaḥ meaning invisible. The soul is invisible. Acintyaḥ, inconceivable. The soul is invisible. The soul is inconceivable. Avikāryaḥ. Vikara means that which changes. Avikāryaḥ means that which does not go through any changes. So knowing these things, that is, the soul is invisible, inconceivable, immutable, one should not grieve for this, for the body, which is just a temporary existence. The super soul is infinite, which does not go through any of these changes. How do we know all this thing about soul? Those are the things which has been spoken in the Shastras, in the scriptures, Vedic scriptures. The only way where we can understand the existence of soul theoretically. Practically, by a practice of yoga, one can realize the soul, presence of soul. So, as far as the soul existence is concerned, no one can really establish its existence experimentally, but beyond the proof of Shruti or the Vedic wisdom. Therefore, we have to accept this truth because there is no other source of understanding the existence of the soul, although it is a fact. Sloka 26. Atacchainam nitya-jātaṁ nityam va manyase mritam tathapi tvam mahā-bāho nānuśocitum arhasi. So we can see Krishna ends these set of slokas saying, do not worry, do not lament, do not worry. Again and again, time and again and again. In this sloka, Krishna takes this whole concept in a different perspective to Arjuna. The reason because there could be people in the world who do not believe the actual presence of soul just because they can't see it. Therefore, for those people, naturally the answer is, even their understanding is, it's all just chemical. A bunch of chemical comes together, works together, and once the time comes, the chemical dissolves. And that's what they call as death. And the chemicals come together and they name it as birth, according to those who does not believe the Atma concept. So Krishna is answering for those people that even if, however, you think that soul will not be born or die because they are just bunch of chemicals. It is just chemical anyway. So what's the purpose? Why do you even have to worry about chemical coming together and disappearing? It doesn't have any existence anyway. So the greatest disease in most of the very scholarly, learned people who are very scientific, they do not believe the fact unless until something is proved by scientific experiment. But one has to understand, not that everything has to be proven on a scientific laboratory to justify his presence. Many things goes based on faith. Even on the scientific community, Say, for example, let's see a few examples here. In mathematical world, mathematicians, there's an imaginary number called I, letter I, which is the square root of -1. This number does not figure among any of the natural number like 1, 2, 3, etc. However, everyone in the mathematical field branch, they know the value and importance of this I, which is an imaginary number. Likewise, there are, in the third law of thermodynamics, it states that the entropy of a perfect crystal at absolute 0 degrees is equal to 0. Actually, there is no means available for measuring directly the absolute entropies. Therefore, the proof of this law is beyond the realm of experimental science. Likewise, one can go on many things, even on the scientific world, where many things are based on accepting certain things. There's no any question or not necessary it has to be proved, and we have been following those things completely on faith. Likewise, Atma, which cannot be perceived, have to be accepted based on the faith of the scriptures. And that's what Krishna is trying to drive here to Arjuna. Even if one does not believe Atma exists, atachainam nitya-jātaṁ nityam va manyase mritam tatapi tvam mahā-bāho nānuśocitum arhasi. Even you think so, it's just a bunch of chemicals. So why do you really worry about it? Why do you have to lament for that? You shouldn't be lamenting for those things. You're a mahā-bāho, a mighty armed one. Why do a mighty armed person be concerned about chemicals, coming and going of chemicals? So you should fight. That's the argument that Krishna places here to Arjuna. Avyakto acintyo avikāryo ucyate tasmāt evam viditvainaṁ nānuśocitum arhasi atachainam nitya-jātaṁ nityam va manyase mritam tatapi tvam mahā-bāho nanuśocitum arhasi. Thank you. Hare Krishna.